lots of activities. I think the biggest thing is meeting with the teams, getting them stabilized or at least focused on the initiatives at hand. There's a lot of priorities that we have coming our way, which makes it challenging to balance. So helping them work through that. Really thinking about the bigger vision within the organization and where we're taking the teams to focus on, whether it be our shared services strategy for cost optimization or the larger vision for the organization of growing our business. And then also kind of stepping in and taking a look at the work that we're doing at hand with our partners, so building the trust that we need to be able to make sure that they continue to come back to us. And then lastly, I think our bigger focus is on we have a heavy focus on our early career talent. We have a lot of young talent that's been coming in, taking over roles that we really need, especially in some of the spaces that relate to AI and automation. And they're coming in with brilliant ideas, so we find that we spend a lot more time with them because they're teaching us a lot of different facets of work that we just haven't learned over the period of time. I think those that can be cross-collaborative partners. We're willing to take on a number of different tasks, not specific to the areas that they're traditionally focused on. The adaptability has made a huge difference, especially as we've had to ebb and flow with technology, and then also focusing on the changing priorities of our company. Where we were 5 years ago is not our vision today, and we've adapted to our customer needs, and we need them to be able to do the same. We also are looking for those people that are looking to go outside of their traditional comfort zones and working with our business partners in particular, showing that there's a cross-collaboration between process, people, and technology so that we all can work together for a common goal. Yes, I think women, especially in technology, face this challenge a lot more. There's not a lot of us in the industry, and in fact, a lot of us tend to be the only people in the room sometimes. But the advantage to that is we bring a different perspective. So we're able to challenge the traditional norms, come in with a different idea and concept. And we want to be the people that are not the laggards, but essentially the people that are either fast followers or ahead of the game. So for me, my career has really been focused on having a mentor. And actually, throughout my career, I was fortunate to have people approach me in the beginning, and after a while, as I grew in my career, I ended up finding new mentors, and they've always been a tremendous asset through my career journey, typically the ones that challenge me. As I've gotten through having mentors, I then developed into having sponsors. The sponsors were the individuals that were really advocating for me when I wasn't in the room, speaking to the traits and qualities that maybe others don't see. Sometimes they were my own leaders, and sometimes they were people I worked and interacted with, but they've had a huge voice. And then in the last year, I actually got into having an executive coach. And so by having an executive coach, it really taught me a lot about how I'm perceiving, or how I'm being perceived, the brand that I have for myself and how I'm creating it, and then thinking bigger about my own future goals. I think I'd always gotten to a place where I wanted to be a certain level, and now that I'm at that level, I'm really rethinking my next 10 to 15-year journey. It's been fantastic. So I think finally it's like I found my family. It's my first conference here. I brought a colleague with me as well. And the one thing we kept walking away from the sessions with was it's a common language that we've been speaking, but it's new to our organization. And so hearing the backgrounds and the perspectives of people's journeys was fantastic. Some are further ahead than we are. Some are still coming into the journey, so we felt like we could offer some perspectives. But kind of taking away some ideas of where we could focus. And then just being in the exhibit hall, I think just being able to see the suppliers and the folks that are here offering automation and solutions, a real focus on AI, which is exactly what we're going into. It's offering us a lot of options to think for ourselves. So we've come back to rethinking our own strategy and seeing if we need to rethink how we're looking at end-to-end processes, developing and bringing in automation, and then ultimately thinking about our longer-term journey in our next 5 years.